Alright guys, we are back on My Own Survival. Exactly where we left off. And my disdain for this storage room has just grown since the last episode. I really liked this room when I built it. And I think it's because I think it looks better than it is functional. I go from Channel 64, where I think I built the best storage room I've ever built. It's just amazingly functional, to this thing, which is hardly functional. I've been doing some landscaping. So the whole section around this house, this island piece, is basically mostly landscaped, hiding some lights or whatever. I've got some flowers and stuff I need to pick to fill some spots, but yeah, just landscaping and doing some other knick-knack stuff around the base. I had a full inventory and I had to put it in my storage room and I lost my mind. It was like 30 minutes of putting stuff up. It's not a functional room. We have to somehow fix that, but that's not going to be the focus of today's episode. Today's episode is going to revolve around these woolly creatures back here and maybe some food stuff. So these guys right here, as you saw from the entry time lapse, I have shaved this thing down right here. We're going to be putting a wool farm right there. I hope. Let's free cam it. I hope this is enough space. I would think so. My plan is 8 sheep on one side, 8 sheep on another side, and we should be good. I've already started breeding a couple of them. I'm not too worried about breeding. I need to get these cells built. But before we start on that, there's something over here I kind of want to address. Man, I need to do some more light hiding. I spent all that time hiding lights there, but I haven't anywhere else. So this farm is another thing I fixed. Free camming again. If we come down here, my bottom golems had died because things... Ooh, we actually have slime balls going. Bottom golems died because somehow there was a lighting glitch in this corner, and mobs were spawning like skeletons and stuff, and they were shooting the golems and killing them. So yeah, I noticed that because I was getting like rotten flesh and arrows and stuff in here. So I've gone down off camera, fixed that, but also our slime farm storage is essentially getting close to overflowing. I've got these couple chests, so I want to go ahead and fix that right now, and I figured let's do it on camera real quick. So my idea, we're gonna remove this and also this. I think I'm gonna put it underneath this one. So we'll do like that and this, and I want to put a cauldron here, but also like something like this, and remove that right there. So I'm hoping the slime balls will come out, hit this iron bar, and then fall right here. I think that could work. Let's I don't want to put it right here. I kind of like that. Let's just you know what, we're just gonna get rid of it. We'll put it in the not so fun storage system. But I think right there, that's gonna do well, hopefully. I'll have to keep an eye on it when it comes. But what I'm gonna do real quick is we're gonna jump into another time lapse. I'm gonna build some sheep farms. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna build one so you guys can see how it works, and then we'll hop in a time lapse. I will be right back. Okay, first cell made for the most part. We have our barrel to collect wool. I put a barrel here because I know it's gonna look good. I also know we're gonna fill this up and we're gonna lose a ton of drops, but honestly, I'm not really caring. I think it's gonna be okay. But yeah, I've laid my barrels out. There's gonna be overlapping cells because I needed to shorten it up. Plus, this feels better anyways. So yeah, we're gonna go with this. But how the farm works. So you see, I started with a barrel, 2 hoppers. On top of this hopper is a hopper minecart. And I just ended up piston pushing a piece of grass in here. It was grass, it's now dirt because I tested to make sure I was doing it correctly. An observer is staring at this piece of grass. We have this at the back of the observer. Redstone dust on top. This redstone dust activates the dispenser, and whenever this changes back to grass, it'll shear, I guess. And if the sheep has grown its wool back, it'll shear the sheep. If the sheep hasn't grown its wool back, it won't shear the sheep. Either way, it's going to work because at some point the sheep is going to eat this grass, turn it back to dirt, and then it will shear it. So farm's going to work. We're going to have glass surrounding this, and you need glass because glass doesn't turn grass to dirt. So we're good there. I think you could also do an upper half slab and it won't do that, but I'm not sure. Glass looks better anyways. It keeps drops. There it goes. See, it just snapped. But it also keeps drops from bouncing around. So we're going to put our sheep in here, but first I need to get all the cells built, and then we can get onto decorating. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Okay, it's been a while. I've been breeding our sheep. We should be close enough to go ahead and start putting them in farms, but I want to work on the roof next. I also kind of want to explain why this episode's taken so long to get out. It was supposed to be out a week ago, but I got iritis again. Yeah, so for those who don't know what iritis is, I'm gonna put a little explanation on screen right now. There you go. And yeah, so basically it impairs my vision to the point where I can't look at computer monitors. Light in general kind of hurts. It's not a fun time. You know what, I'm building this off. I need to go in one. So yeah, I kind of was in a spot where I couldn't really work at all on this episode. So I had to take some time, just kind of get my vision back. It didn't help that my eye drops, so like it happened on a Wednesday night. My doctor prescribed me eye drops Thursday morning. My eye drops didn't come till Monday. So I had to fight with this for an entire weekend. And basically they just kept dilating my eyes in hopes that it would kind of relieve pain. It doesn't. It just makes my vision super blurry, and then I get super dizzy because my vision's super blurry. So it's not been a fun week, but I'm at the point now where I can look at my monitor again and I can play some Minecraft, so we're gonna go with that. Hopefully I can get this episode out at some point for you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this little roof shape. This is a, well, what I'm seeing is they're calling it a curved roof. It always has looked barn shaped to me, So I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be like a 2-tier roof. So we've got this shape. Let me get down here. Okay, we'll finish it in a second. So we've got that curve way up there, and then we're gonna have diagonal roofs right here covering this last little bit. You can see I've gone ahead and put glass and on the farm cells. They were gonna be colored glass until I remembered, oh, each cell is sharing a wall of glass. So having 2 different colors in that spot is weird. So yeah, I just went with clear for now. And we're gonna let the sheep colors dictate things. So yeah, I'm gonna get the roof done because that's really the only like thing I knew I wanted in the barn. And then we'll go from there. We'll get working on some sides after that. Oh, it really doesn't look like much, but it's taking shape. So I've got the roofing in. I'm starting to work a little bit on the sides, the color palettes and stuff I'm wanting to do. We're gonna get some cross member braces and everything going through here, trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this section basically where we have the lower roof overlapped by the upper roof. And I think oak trapdoors would be a good thing. I'm realizing I have such low tree farming abilities over here. And look, our golden carrots are quickly running out. We're gonna be back to steak in no time. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, so many things I want to get done that should have been done if it wasn't for my eye issues, but we're gonna keep pushing on. I think I'm gonna go with brick, granite, and jungle wood floor. We did this in the storage room. I think it would actually mix in very well with the colors here. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if I'm gonna have the whole thing open leading outside, or if I'm gonna close it off and put some storage chests and stuff here. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get the structure basically done. We'll come back when we're doing some more detailing sweeps. I really just want to get this thing closed out right now. So give me a minute. And there it is. Not a lot of detail going on. That's fine. But the main structure is done. I used a lot of wood because I wanted it to feel like it was like an early game structure, even though we are well into building out here. But I think it turned out okay. We've got these little things that are basically to let me know where the dispensers are in case we run out of shears and I need to replace them. I kind of doubt it. I think we're gonna fill our barrels before we run out of shears. Also, I said I was gonna use the sheep to indicate what colors where, not realizing that they will be shaved basically at all times. So that's what these are for. We're gonna put these up here. I think I'm gonna do the thing. Oh, there goes one. I think I'm gonna do the thing to make the item frame invisible, so that way it doesn't take up a lot of space, and we just have these little colored blocks right here. Oh, you know what? Why am I doing this? This is better if I can hit it. Hang on, hang on. I definitely thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. But yeah, what about this? This feels a lot better. And I can still hide the item frame. Uh-huh. So let's pull one of these guys out. We'll do like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. That's gonna be cool. For the ceiling, I just did a bunch of leaves. I wanted to hide it. I really like the amount of trapdoors. There's so many trapdoors in this building. I kind of feel like something needs to, like, this is too flat of a wall, so I might need to do something there. Maybe some banners or something, but the exterior looks good. Some of the things we need to do is like break this out. Let's do this. So we need to do some of this. We did this on our actual house over there. Well, and in the nether portal, we did it too. I think it's a good way to break it up. And then for the spruce, see how we've got this flat surface right here? We're just gonna pop a couple out. Not that. Pop a couple of these out. Use some logs. It would help if I could click. And then do something like that to break it up. I think that's going to look pretty good. Just need to... I've lost my slab. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do to kind of mix it up. I think it's turning out pretty good. Once I get everything finished, I will bring you guys back, and then we can start working on some food, because I'm already on the steak. And real quick over here, I was correct in my worry that because of the way I have the water system in here, that the slime balls were gonna land on the edge of the cauldron and not fall into the lava. So it didn't actually get rid of them. They all just piled up and sat on the corner. So what I've done is I've put some trapdoors around here. So this is still a flat edge, which means they do fall into the lava. Literally just took a brick out of the wall, put that in there. And as long as you don't get too close and look like, what is going on here? It'll work. So I'm enjoying that. And yeah, back to the barn. Okay. Some terrain, I guess, forming, whatever you want to call it, finished. Let's hop in the free cam. So I built some custom spruce trees. This is like the first time I've done trees like this. This one's a little wonky. I kind of like wonky trees, so we're gonna keep it. But yeah, you can see I'm going for more of a spruce forest vibe, and that's the plan for this whole island. Everything on this island is going to be a spruce forest. This is how I think I'm going to start theming the islands. So we have a very industrial, busy area here. This is kind of a farming island. I don't really know what we're going to do with these guys just yet, but I wanted this to be very woodsy, which means as I keep working, building upon them, I'm going to remove all the flowers and all the stuff, all the trees except for big oaks, and replace them with spruce. I think that's going to look very good. I do need to build the bridge going from here to there. I think it's going to be partial rock and stone, kind of like I've done with the one going to the slime farm. And then about halfway, we'll switch it to the wooden bridge like we did going to the main house. But you see, I didn't add a ton to the building itself. Like, by ton, I mean detail. Because I thought it was good enough on its own. We have some of the spruce logs sitting around here. We've got the wonky tree. Yeah, we've added some logs here. And if you guys are hearing in the background what sounds like static, it turns out it's the animations thing messing with the sounds. I need to figure out how to turn the sounds off, because it's right over here. It's this right here. I finally found it after like an hour. I was like, what the heck is in my ear? It turns out it's this falling water right here that's driving me absolutely bonkers. But back to the build. So I think everything's good here. It turns out the statues mod that I've been using the entire time is out of date. So I can't change the item frames. I'm gonna go ahead and update that after the episode, so we're gonna be good to go there. Everything's working as it should. Haha, see? We're racking in some wool. I didn't do the backside because we're gonna have, this is why I left this open. Remember earlier I was discussing whether or not to leave it open? I think I'm gonna make the pathway come up to here, so you walk through the sheep area, and then you would walk to the next building that's back here. I'm not sure what we're going to be putting back here, but obviously we're going to theme it a woodsy type build. So it's going to be back here, and I think that's going to work out pretty good. I'm kind of excited. This single player world I was worried it was getting stale, and I'm kind of breathing new life into it, so I'm super excited about that. Yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. I kind of wanted to get working on our villager trader to get some golden carrots, but we've run out of time. At least we've got the wolf farm going up, and I have a game plan for the series going forward. A lot of work needs to be done to get this even remotely close to, I want to say, an automated functioning area. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. But if you guys like the episode and you'd like to see more, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, all the good things. Until next time, see ya. Have a good one. Bye.